Today on the channel, we're feeling a little retro with the Walmart exclusive throwback G.I. Joe exclusives.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another G.I. Joe action figure unboxing and review. And today here at the table, we got something exciting. We got the Walmart exclusive Destro and Gung-Ho. But remember, for all your G.I. Joe classified and other action figure needs to hit up Entertainment Earth, use the link in the description below to save yourself 10% on any in-stock items. Gotta get a deal all day long. That is the way to go. Make sure you hit the link in the description below. There's some deals to be had out there, folks, and 10% does not hurt. So there it is. So today, though, G.I. Joe retro figures, the Walmart exclusives. These have not hit pegs as far as I know, but these did ship via Walmart online, and that's where the problems began. And I'm sure a lot of you guys that got these are in the same boat as me. Terribly damaged packaging. I ended up ordering 4 Destros, hoping I'd get one good one. I actually did get lucky. I got one good Destro. The other 3 absolutely trashed. One of these I'm going to open today. Gung-Ho, I ordered 2 to Gung-Hos, and both came absolutely trashed. They all came in bubble mailers, except 2 of the Destros came in a box. I don't know what the rhyme and reason is how they ship these things, but unfortunately, Gung-Ho trashed. I'm on the lookout for a minty one. A lot of people just complaining about Walmart. Well, got to take that old business step back, guys. We always got to remember that. You got to always think about who are we really complaining to, because to Walmart in a gigantic distribution center where they're doing towels, food, automotive stuff, action figures, guess what? The majority of people in those instances, they're pretty much like, you know what, everything is the same. They're just trying to meet a quota, ship X amount of items in X amount of time. They're doing their job. It takes the Hasbros, Mattels, whoever of the world to maybe ship these to Walmart in a protective box. Maybe something special. Or, and here's where the problem is, it's all about the money. It would cost more money to say, Walmart, we need to make sure these are boxed with bubble wrap or bubble mailers, something like that. Not bubble mailers, but bubble pillows. It would take extra money on Hasbro, Mattel, whoever's part to do that. And guess what? Profits are slim. They don't want to eat into those profits. So it's a very, very tough thing there. It's not all Walmart's fault. And a lot of people just complain, oh, thanks, Walmart. Thanks, Walmart. Guess what? Your Grandma Cindy, she doesn't know what an action figure and what these are. And to the majority of people, they open these up anyways. It's not a big deal. They say, oh, there's a nice toy that's going to some little kid. Nope, surprise, it's going to a guy in his 40s. Ha ha. But yeah, that's kind of the story about that. So you always got to take that step back and remember that. That's where, if you ordered from the Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Stores, they understand that a little bit more. That's put into the cost of everything else, and you're paying for that collector's experience. Walmart, you're just not going to get that. But the problem is, these are Walmart exclusives. These could be hard to find. So we're in quite the dilemma here. I'm going to be on the lookout. I hope these are fairly plentiful at retail because, man, these are cool looking figures. Very, very nostalgic, as I think most of you guys that are watching this would understand. So without further ado, let's do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. Let's take a look at the packaging. Let's talk about it. Let's unbox it. Let's talk about it. Let's see where it goes from there. And I want to start with Gung-Ho because Gung-Ho, I think a lot of people, this is the one they want. There's a lot of people I know that collect the Joes. I'm passing on them all except for Gung-Ho. And why is that? This is the Gung-Ho everybody wanted from the get-go. This is what we were looking for. Now, that last version of Gung-Ho, which I got right here, poor Gung-Ho, doesn't get any respect. Nobody really liked this figure. People were really disappointed in it. I get it, but this was based off of the video game, the Project Blackout, and that's how the Series 1 figures were. You know, Hasbro is not just going to say, we don't want to make money. They thought, hey, that game's going to be huge. People are going to want figures from the video game. Didn't quite work out that way, as we know. Nostalgia won over. Now we're getting this ran back with some differences, and we'll call these out between the two. But, of course, we got that version of Gung-Ho, which this one is based on, but definitely different. But there it is. How about that packaging? Throwback style. I feel like I'm a little kid going to Children's Palace as a little kid, just finding my Joes. Just an all-timer Gung-Ho in the animated series and an all-timer in my action figure fed when I was a kid playing with my Joes. Just a lot to like about Gung-Ho. A very likable guy, but tough and stern too. Never forget when Nemesis Enforcer beat him within an inch of his life. We'll never forget that in the G.I. Joe movie either. But very iconic image of Gung-Ho. Very, very cool with the background going. G.I. Joe classic logo across the top and then the big bubble window. Now, that being said about the packaging coming damaged, well, not surprised, because even if these were in boxes, I have a feeling some of these would be damaged. Very, very thin cardboard. I wish this was on more of that Spider-Man throwback, X-Men throwback packaging from Hasbro with the very, very tough packaging, because this is very flimsy. I mean, you could rip this very easily with your hands. There's no thickness to this cardboard at all, so that is disappointing. On the back, look at that beautiful cross-sell down below. Of course, Baroness we already unboxed on the channel, so check out that review if you missed that. UPC's warnings, and then we got the file card. You guys know that's one of my biggest gripes with the classified line, the lack of the file card. We got old school file card here. Not a ton of info, but man, that's all I need. Just a little bit, and I absolutely love this here. Let's read about old Gung-Ho. Let's see, Ankeny R. Lafitte. I remember his last name being Lafitte. I just don't remember it being Ankeny, and I don't even know if I'm saying that right. It's been a long time, though. His role, Marine. Primary military specialty, Recondo. Secondary specialty, jungle warfare. Oh, the jungles of Louisiana. Very humid. Watch out for the gators. Birthplace, Fer de Lance, Louisiana. Now, I'm wondering if that's even a real place. I assume it would be. I don't think they ever made up towns for the most part. Let's see. Born into a large back swamp Cajun clan. We'll never forget that episode. Gung-Ho won a reputation as a bare-knuckle brawler. Joined the Marines at 18 and graduated top of class from the boot camp. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful card back here. I absolutely do love this. I just hope I can find a minty one, because I'm all in on mint version and loose version of these. Gotta have them. Pulls off the card very easily, as you'd imagine, as thin as this is. But we got that right there. Beautiful, beautiful. See you later, off to the races. There it goes. We do get a G.I. Joe stand here. Now, all the classified figures should come with a stand like this. I'm a big champion for stands, as you guys know. Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Some of my favorite stands, of course, but this will do. These are made for these, so we'll test that here in a second. And then you get the old plastic prison. There he is. Very thin carding. Just feels like the old days. Oh, feels like the old days again. Pop all this stuff out. He's got a plethora. Yes, a plethora of weapons here. We got tape sticking on. We got his Marine hat. Got him. Oh, we even got a little knife down here. Don't want to miss that. Never worse than throwing away your accessories. And we're off to the races. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. And we're going to start with the accessories first here. We got a much more classic backpack for Gung-Ho. And you'll see throughout kind of the tealish, bluish color that we know Gung-Ho with. Very, very good. Just one color across the board here. And guess what? I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. I don't need a bunch of bells and whistles. Give me the more traditional backpack style. And it's off to the races. Fits in his back just like they should. Beautiful, beautiful. All in on that. We do get a knife, nice and silver blade on it, black sculpted handle. Very cool. Once again, it does fit down on his leg. We'll put that in there in a second. We do get a pistol, a little pistol action. It is all black. Once again, no coloring to the sculpt on these. They are throwback style. You do got a hole in there, so if you have some effect pieces, you could put those in there to be a little dangerous with Gung-Ho if you need to be. But very, very good pistol right there. And then you get the big old rifle going on. Very nice. Got the hard plastic here, the little bandolier. What do we call these things? I don't know. The strap. Sure, strap. But you can put that over there. But very, very cool. All one color once again. I guess it is a shotgun, isn't it? It's got the little pump there. But once again, you got the hole in the head, so you can't put some effect pieces if you were needing to. And then you got his Marine hat right here. Very cool. It does got the logo. I don't know if this is 100% correct to the Marine logo, but it does have that on there. Much more like what he had back in the day. We're seeing a recurring theme right here. Now we're getting down to business. We're getting down to Gung-Ho, and the first thing I notice is the more traditional mustache on Gung-Ho. Very, very traditional, where he's got more of the Fu Manchu kind of thing going on here. This is more of the big, powerful 80s mustache right here. Beautiful, beautiful bald head. Very, very pale skin tone. Maybe just a hair of tan to it maybe would have been better. Just a hair, not a ton, because he was pretty white, I remember, back in his old action figure and in the show, of course. But man, is this cool. It definitely looks good. Head articulation is great, side to side, up and down. We'll walk through articulation real quick. They're going to be the same for both, so we won't have to do that twice. Shoulders all the way around. We get a little bit of butterfly, a little bit, not a ton, but we do get a little bit there. You get the bicep cut. You do get the double jointed elbows, not pinless. Waiting for the pinless days. Side to side on the wrist. Very, very tight wrists on him. You do get a waist cut. You do get the ab crunch up and down. You do get the legs. Man, a perfect split. Look at him. He's a gymnast is what he is at this point. You do get the thigh cut. You do get double jointed knees. You do get a boot cut. And you do get the ankle articulation side to side, up and down. So good articulation with old Gung-Ho here. He does have his iconic vest going on once again in kind of that bluish color, bluish tealish color. I don't know what the identical thing is. It is definitely different than the vest he has, a much more modern vest here, where this is just a vest to go out in the swamp in, it seems. Got 2 grenades sculpted in, which look really nice. Of course, he does have his iconic marine tattoo. It's not 100% legit, much like the hat. I think it was a big globe. We don't got that going on, but I'm sure somebody could fix that for you if you need to, or there's a sticker or some kind of transfer. You could get what you want there. Much, much smaller version on this Gung-Ho, which a lot of people did not like, myself included. Needs to be big. He went big or went home, and he wasn't going home. He went big, so he did get that going on. You do get a sculpted-in belt with the silver accent, of course, and then you get the more camo down here with the teal. He does have holsters around his leg. They are not removable, but you can stick his pistol in the side there, and that's one thing you guys know I love about the G.I. Joe Classified line, that all the weapons and everything do store on the figures, and that carries over to this retro collection as well, so it looks really good there. You do got a spot for his knife down here in his feet. Bam, right there. That does fall off, though. That isn't sculpted in, so you could remove this if you wanted to. But it does fit in there. Very, very nice. Let's put this helmet on him. Helmet. How about his hat? And that really does carry off the look there for old Gung-Ho. Makes it look just like Gung-Ho we all remember. The one we honestly all wanted, but I understood what Hasbro was trying to do. It just didn't quite work, and it didn't resonate with the fan base. This definitely resonates in the fan base. On card, off card, people are going to be looking for this Gung-Ho. I do think he will be the hardest one to get because of those reasons. This is the Gung-Ho a lot of people wanted, so it's going to be tougher to get him than the others, but we'll see what happens with Walmart. I hope these go out in some decent quantities. I'm not going to hold my breath, but we'll see what ends up happening. I should see if he fits on the stand, too, probably. They did give us a stand for a reason. I should try it out. It's got 2 peg holes on the stand, which is extra protection for Gung-Ho. And he fits like a glove. It's almost like the stand was made for him. He fits perfect. Look at that. Off to the races. Get me more of these stands. Hey, Hasbro Pulse, why don't you put up a 10-pack of stands for G.I. Joe up on your website? I think people would buy those for the other classified figures. Pro tip. Pro tip. All right, now we turn our attention to Destro, which is, once again, very cool on the retro card, but I know a lot of people are like, too close to the old Destro. I don't need this one loose, but I'm in. I'm going to get it loose and in on card, and I'm going to compare it to the other one here in a second, so hold on for that. But let's look at the packaging here, much like Gung-Ho, very iconic. That pose Destro is in, it just speaks to my childhood. I remember that pose like it was yesterday. Of course, the Cobra enemy logo up there at the top over the G.I. Joe logo. Very, very cool. Big bubble window, blue background, got his briefcase, got some weapons. He's Destro. He's off to the races. He's ready to go. On the back, much like Gung-Ho, we got the blur, we got the cross-sell, we've got the UPC's warnings. Baroness should be here. I ordered more Baronesses. I really regret opening up the minty one I had now because I'm sure mine are going to come just totally damaged. And then Lady J should be shipping soon as well. So hopefully in the next week we'll have this line done. And then I'm guessing the hunt begins for mint on card ones at the store level with the fall reset time frame. But without further ado, let's get Destro out of the package here. Well, wait, I better read the back of Destro. I'm getting too antsy. I want to get this unboxed, but let's go here. James McCullen, that is his name, of course, if you remember that. Role enemy weapons supplier, primary specialty, weapons manufacturer, secondary specialty, sabotage. Birthplace unknown. Destro is the faceless power behind Mars, the largest manufacturer of state-of-the-art weaponry. Jeez, easy for me to say, weaponry. There it is. And if I might be right, somebody can fact check this, but I believe he is cousins with the Claw from Inspector Gadget. I think that is true. Somebody fact check that. But without further ado, let's get Destro out of the package here. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. We do get the stand once again, but this one with the Cobra logo where Gung-Ho had a G.I. Joe logo. I like that touch of difference. That's very good. Plastic prison time. There's old Destro in the skinny plastic prison. Looks really good there. And we're going to pull him out. See what all the fuss is about here. And off to the races. Bam. See you later. Dr. Claw's favorite cousin, Destro, out of the package here. All right, let's start this off. Let's start with these weapons first. Accessories first, as we do. We do get the same blaster we got with Destro before, I believe. Yeah, it is pretty much the same thing. It just has one color, once again, all in black, where this one's got some red accents to it. So there is some differences, but basically the exact same thing. A little bend in that plastic, a little heat could straighten that out, but we got that. We do got his pistol. We got that in all gold with the previous release. This one is all in black. We do get the briefcase, once again, all in black this time. Had red accents on the Cobra logo. It does open up, which is really cool. It's got the stack of money, the computer, Mars. Very, very cool. Absolutely love this. Very similar to this, just a repaint without the paint is what that is. Then we get down to Destro here, and the first thing I notice is the different head sculpt. The more cartoon accurate head sculpt on him. He's got some serious side-eye going on. I don't know if I could pick that up on camera in the glamour shots, but I just noticed it's a little hard to see, but his pupils are totally to the side. So I think that is a paint problem with this one. I probably should have looked a little closer at my other damaged Destro, but I never imagined I'd have that problem. But he's all over the place with his pupils. I like the big eyebrows going on there. Of course, this one does not have eyebrows. Just very, very strange. Boy, the eyes on this really take it away. But definitely a different head across the board here. More G.I. Joe themed from the animated series, of course, the old toy series or old toy figure line than this one is. You also got that same necklace going on, but it's a silver chain compared to a gold chain on this one. And then you get all black, where you got some silver and some gray accents on the shoulders and chest on this one. You also get a different colored belt going on. Same holster, same things like that. The boots are the same. The body's the same. A lot of reuse across. Much more silver on the forearm guards for this one. And then, of course, the beautiful rockets on his forearm there, like we got with Destro on the original one as well. But man, I like this one a lot more because it does speak to the old childhood Destro. And there's just something about nostalgia. I was a kid growing up collecting all the Joes, and Destro was a must-have. And I actually lost my original Destro. I buried him in a sandbox in my backyard, and I had to go inside for lunch. And when I came back, I could not find him. And I drive by my childhood home every once in a while, and I think, what if I get one of those like miner hats on with a little light and go in there at like 2 a.m.? Could I dig up the guy's backyard and find my Destro? I don't know. Maybe that'd be a good YouTube video. Can I do an excavation and find Kyle's childhood Destro from 1986? Can we do it? I don't know. Maybe I can get some property to do that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it does ring a bell back to this. And then I, of course, got the Iron Grenader Destro down the line. And that ended up being my main playing Destro because I lost this one in the old sandbox. Could never find him again. But very, very good. It's speaking to a lot of people's nostalgia feels with these G.I. Joes. I wish the carding was a little bit more sturdy. That is a pain because I think there's a lot of people that are going to be keeping these on card, and I don't blame you because beautiful, beautiful packaging on these. But the figures are good too, especially Gung-Ho. Like I said, he is going to be the jewel of this set. That's the one everybody is going to want just because it does speak of the childhood Gung-Ho much more than this version did for sure. So there it is. There's a little Destro and Gung-Ho. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you picking these up? You passing? You going mint on card? You going loose? Let me know in the comments. Of course, like this video. You made it this far, you might as well. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bell. We got everything G.I. Joe on top of everything else here on the channel. You don't want to miss a video, and you can do that with the notification bell. You also won't miss a video if you belong to the Patreon. Link in the description below. You can get this video, many other videos much, much earlier, bonus content, exclusive content, and best of all, it does support the channel, and we also got monthly giveaways over there. So check out the Patreon. SirPaul64 is where you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So for Destro and Gung-Ho, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.